guys, welcome back to Know Your French Girl. Today we're here to talk a little bit more about friendship, especially friendship in your 20s.
Yeah, because I feel like friendship in your 20s are a lot. Like you go through so many phases of friendships. I feel like friends that you meet, friends that you've known first of all since your adolescence, how they change over time. Friends that you meet during your 20s that become friends for life. And let's get into it.
Friendship that you met in your 30s, because I'm in my 30s.
This is true. True.
So we can talk a little bit
30s,
about that.
40s, 50s.
Yeah, exactly.
Any age.
Exactly.
Okay, let's start off with something funny. If you had to describe our friendship in 3 words, what would it be?
Oh my God.
I'm putting you on the spot.
That's really hard. Okay, let me try, because we've been through like different phases of our relationship.
Absolutely.
Friendship. I think it would be strong. Because 7 years is like a big deal.
Not for the weak.
So I think strong is one word.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit, I'm not going to say messy, but something around that. Because like we have such like different personalities.
Absolutely, and I completely agree.
You're like such a, as we said, you're a control freak. And I'm more like loose, patient and everything. So I'm like, I'm always late and everything. You're always like there, you're late. And so this is what I'm talking about with messy, you know?
Yeah.
Like mixed of like different like personalities, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, and the third one, I don't know. I'm going to let you do the third one.
I think that we are very ambitious.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we're a very ambitious
Yeah, it's an ambitious friendship. Yeah, I agree.
Because I think we always strived for more.
Yes.
Hence why we started a fucking podcast. Yes, exactly. But I think we always strived for more individually, and we always pushed each other up in a sense.
Yeah.
Like always like supporting one another, whether it's work projects or personal projects. And I think that's a key in our friendship. But yeah, you're right. We are very different in a lot of levels, but it somehow works effortlessly. I don't know why.
Because we built like a strong base, I think.
I think the base is
like
strong.
Of trust, of being there for each other, especially because we've been like through COVID together. And I think it made us bond even more.
I completely agree.
And I think it made us like this friendship be like strong, you know?
Agreed. Amen. And I think also, like, of course, I don't believe people that are like, oh, we've been friends for 7 years and it's always been a breeze. I'm like, you guys are not real friends.
Yeah, that's quite hard.
I don't think, but I think this is not real.
7 years is too much.
Yeah, like how can you go through 7 years of life of friendship through, first of all, we met when we were in our 20s. That's like some growing pains right there. I think that we grow so much as people.
Yeah.
And to keep friends during your 20s, even into your 30s, I think that it requires a lot of patience. I think it requires a lot of acceptance.
Exactly. Because you go through different phases of your life with that person.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we started being friends, we were both like studying and like you were not studying, but I was studying. We were like interns and everything. We were in different phases. And then you continue your studies. I started working, and then we both like got CDIs and everything. We've both started like serious relationships. So it's really like not hard, but it's like a lot to navigate through like these different phases of life and keep the friendship like steady, you know?
Yeah, stable.
Because the friendship goes like this.
I agree.
At the same point, the life goes like this.
Exactly. And I agree on the point, like, that it's so like this, like even like at times, like, how do you explain that? Like we're gonna go through, we've known each other for 7 years. Of course, we meet other people on the way. Whether that's like just, as I always say, as we already talked about, like we have friends for certain things in life. And sometimes you have clubbing friends, sometimes you have work friends, sometimes you have. But like it's always been the friendship where it's like, I know that's my day one. Like that's the day one friendship.
That's a friendship where like everything.
Yeah, like it's for me a very deep emotional relationship. I think that it's hard enough I think we are very hard cookies. Like I don't think that we show emotion, like inside emotions to a lot of people.
I do. I'm kidding, I don't.
I was like, who the fuck is this bitch kidding?
I'm trying to.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
And I think that it's great to have someone where you can just
Yeah.
in a sense. But it hasn't always been like that.
Oh my God, I was gonna say the same thing. You fucking stole my line.
Sorry.
Oh no. But tell us why then. It has always been like that.
I think that at a certain point, we have a tendency, I think the both of us, I am super passive aggressive. And I think that you have a hard time expressing really your inner feelings that you want to please the other person, but then forget yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
which is also passive aggressive. I think we're both very passive aggressive. I do it until I explode, and then I say n'importe quoi, and you do it until you ghost. So
until I explode is all, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like your explode is like ghost.
Yeah, because
you shut down.
Yeah, exactly. I shut down.
Yeah, me, it's like I go on a rant.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I rant.
You're the type of person that will like text on like all caps.
I'm like, BITCA, what the fuck?
Oh, I remember.
You're like, red.
I was like, okay.
Do not disturb.
Okay. What the fuck do I do? No, but I tried. I really tried. And then you ghosted me.
Yeah. I went through a ghost phase.
Yeah.
That's true. I own it.
Yeah, we've been too. But I think, well, for me, the problem was that there was a lot of problems in the relationship as a normal like relationship, friendship. There was like a lot of little things that were bothering me. Mm-hmm. But I don't know why I didn't have the courage to say, because as we said, I'm a people pleaser. I don't like for people to like dislike what I say.
Yeah.
I don't want them to feel like sad or like upset with what I'm saying. So like for so many times I was like, okay, it's fine. I was just like, it's fine. I'm not going to say anything. It's fine. I don't like it, but I'm not going to say anything. Until the moment you said something and I didn't like, and I was just like, but there's so many things I don't like too, but I don't say. And then I started saying, and then I just like burst into like everything that I had like held on me. And I was just like, I need to say everything. I was just like, boom.
And I was like, bitch.
It was just like a bomb. And then honestly, now thinking back to that, I feel what you felt. Like, where is this coming from? Because I never even showed like this emotions. And like all of a sudden I show like everything. You'll be like, fuck.
Yeah. Especially, no, because I thought we were at a point like, I thought we were doing it. I think there was times I said some stuff and you were like, okay, that's fine. And like, I think you said some stuff over the time too. Not that much, I will be honest. But then when it happened, I was kind of like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, she's writing me a hate list. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, okay, maybe I am wrong. I was like, maybe I am wrong. Maybe I do need to reflect. Maybe I need to do better. Maybe I need, like, I'm a very like, if I make a mistake, I will think about it. Like I do have like a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
Like I feel it deeply. Like if I upset someone, I will genuinely feel like I need to do better. But at that time, it was really hard to speak. So I just stopped.
I think we were both super closed up.
Yeah.
On that discussion.
Yeah.
We had our convictions and everything.
Yeah. But I think that in a way, that space and that time, it helped us to rebuild ourselves in a way that's more healthy for our friendship.
Yeah. Because
now, girl.
And to be able to say more and to be open about a lot of stuff. That for me, I didn't feel like I could be open at that time. And now I feel like I can, and it's really
it's freeing.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah, absolutely.
It's way better. But like, that's what's hard when you're growing up, you're maturing, and that your friendships will take like a
standpoint.
Yes, exactly. And they will suffer as well. Because the same time you're growing, your friendship needs to grow with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it will suffer at one point.
Yeah, and either like you let go of the friendships or you make it work. In our case, we made it work in not maybe the best way, but at least we got growing pains and lessons from it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the worst was that it took some time. That was the thing.
Yeah, but I think
we knew we would make it work.
Yeah.
But we needed a lot of time, I think.
Yeah. But I think the time is not always a bad thing. I think that it's freeing also. It's hard though, girl. Like I really struggled.
Yeah, me too. Me too, of course.
Yeah.
it's not easy to navigate through that, especially because you don't know how it's going to be, because you don't know how the person it is on the other side, what's it feeling, because you know what you're feeling and you know, like, I want to make this work, but to the person wants to make it work too.
Yeah.
I felt in my heart that, like, we were going to make this work at one point. This is why I was like a little bit more calm about that, because it was like, yeah, I know I want to work. I think she wants to work about that too. So it's going to be fine. But yeah, there were moments that was like, I want to show this to her. And I was just like, oh, I can't. I don't want to be like weak to be like, hi.
No, not at all. But speaking of losing, like, not necessarily losing because we came back, but losing friendships along the way during your 20s, especially living in a foreign country.
Girl, I think I was talking to my sister about this, and I think I started losing friends, like, for real, when I moved to Paris. Not even my friends back home, because my friends back home, I still keep them. I feel like here, the fact that you move and you're like growing up and maturing and changing so fast, I think it's really hard to maintain the friendships, especially in the beginning when you're trying to know yourself, when you're like navigating through like work, school, language, relationship, everything. It's really hard to keep this like friendships. And I don't know, I think when you are here by yourself, it's when you see who are really there for you and who are not.
Yeah.
And this for me was like so clear who were not there for me and who were, that so many times some friendships didn't work out.
But why did you not feel like they were there for you?
I think it was more because it's not they couldn't keep up. They couldn't accept that I changed, that I grown, that I had other priorities, that I had like other friends, that I had like this whole other life, you know?
Yeah.
And some people didn't understand this.
But I think this is so crucial. Like, as we said before, like, if you're not able to go through that stage, time to cut a bitch off.
Yeah, exactly. And then I felt like, honestly, if you cannot accept me for what I am now, should we even be friends?
Yeah, because how are you going to accept me after, I don't know, like, life changes. Like, we go through so much shit. Like, there's death, there's births, there's reincarnations of life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
There's so many different versions of you in this life. And if the person that's supposed to be your friend can't accept that, then
yeah,
they're not your friend.
it's quite sad, and it's still sad for me. We talked about that last time. But I think it's life, because there are friends that come for
Seasons.
to teach you a lesson. They're there for you for like some period of time, and they teach you so many things, like pretty things. And then one day they just don't fit anymore. And I think that's the process of life. It's sad. I agree.
Yeah.
But I think we need to come to terms with this. That, yeah.
But I also think that it's also hard for people. For example, you were talking about having friends overseas. I also have friends living overseas. How do we keep up with those connections? Because, babe, I am like a type of girl that's like a 3 to 5 business day reply. Like, I don't know with you, like I text you every day. But like with other people that are far, like I feel like I have to put more effort. But I have to think more about the message, you know, because it's been a while since we spoke, so I have to put more effort into the message.
Of course.
Meanwhile, with you, it's like, I was hit by a car.
Yeah, because we know the like day by day, basically.
Yeah.
We know what's happening here because we're like we see each other every week. And the person that's there, like, doesn't know everything, how it works here, what you're doing, like, every day. So you need to, like, put the context.
And you have to, exactly, you have to over-explain.
Exactly.
And it takes more effort.
It takes way more effort, girl. I know. But this is why I like social media, because then you can, like, keep up with, like, and you do, like, you send this, like, general messages. Like, I'm doing this. I'm working in this place. I'm doing this. I'm traveling, blah, blah. And they can keep up with, like, what you're doing. Not, like, in the deep level. But then when you see each other, like, when we go back to our countries, then we update them on our lives.
I'm a bit different with you on this. Like, I'm not like the type of like to really, I mean, I post like on social media and stuff. I'm not going to say I'm a nun. But I think that me, like with my close friends that live overseas, I have to like I like to keep the deep connection by writing like not long messages, but like keeping up with stuff. Like, I'll do like a FaceTime call. Like, I'd rather them have like more of a conversation with me than like the social media stuff. Not to say that it's bad or anything. It's just like my way of like love language, let's say, maybe. And also like I can't keep up. Like half of the time my phone is broken.
But it's really different. Like we lose a little bit of the touch with the friendships that stayed home. It's normal.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you care less, you know. But I think people understand in this kinds of situations. You know?
But then your friendships change because like someone that was my best friend like from 5 years ago to not even 10 years ago that I still are talking to, and they're great people, but it's not my best friend anymore.
Yeah.
You go through different cycles.
Yeah, but I think that's what's pretty with life, because you have different phases with like everyone in your life. And friends come, go, friends like distance themselves for periods, they come back, or they just like be watching from afar, and there are others that come and will help you in this precise moment. I think friendships have their missions in our lives.
I agree.
This is why I try to understand, like, you know, because if you're trying to control everything, you'll be like so anxious and stressed about this. But their friends are going to stay for less time. Their friends are going to stay for more time.
Yeah, I have a really hard time of like, I'm like 0 or 100. Like, you either like are 100% my friend and I will be there for you like all the fucking time. Like, you need to call me. You need to rant. You need to call me for 5 seconds because you're scared to walk home. Like, I will be there. It's either that or I'm a ghost. It doesn't, like, I don't know how to do the in-between. It's just so hard for me. So, like, when someone stops giving me that 100%, I automatically switch off.
But I think it depends on the friends. There are friends that you do this, and there are friends that you do less of that, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Depends on the friendship.
Yeah, exactly. I think it really depends on the friendship. There are friends that are more there for you to like accompany like every little bit of your life, and there are more they're just like, oh, every week and everything, like news, blah blah blah. They're more like light, you know, not like to every second of your life.
I agree. I completely agree with you. Yeah. But what does it feel like? Because I need to say, like, I feel like losing friends is worse than a breakup, girl.
It is.
I deeply believe that. Like, your girls are your girls. Like, they know your deepest, darkest secrets. They go through, like, how many boyfriends or how many girlfriends, and they're there with you. They go through family stuff, especially when you're living in another country, and especially when you, like, how do you say, join really at the beginning, because you're both from foreign countries and everything. I feel like when you lose friendships like that, they hit really close to home.
Girl, it hits really, really, really hard. And it takes time to heal from that. I think it's even like longer than a love breakup, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're just like different phases, different friendships. And I think the most important thing is to make peace with ourselves on the fact that even if it didn't last long, or even if it lasts long, you give yourself like 100% to your friends. You be there. Well, I talk about myself because for me, I try to get that guilty away from me and be like, I did everything that I could do on this friendship. I been there. And if it didn't work, it was because it wasn't supposed to work. It wasn't either X's fault or my fault. It was just because it was supposed to be, you know?
Amen. So if we had to text our past selves, I honestly think we would have to say, stop overthinking. Yes. And that it's okay to not text your friend back for 3 to 5 business days. And that's okay.
But
and
maybe text them, because honestly,
or if you disappear for a week.
A lot of time to text.
Yeah, fine.
To be honest, it's so annoying.
It is.
Yes.
Sorry.
But yeah.
But anyway.
Friendships and friendships.
Friendships are messy, confusing, but they are worth it every single minute.
Exactly. And friends come and go, and it's normal. It's the beauty of life.
Exactly.
But there are some friends that stay, and there are some friends that not even just stay, create a podcast with you.
Exactly. Amen. And come back
about friends.
Exactly.
So true.
Is this a therapy session or a trauma? I don't know. Or like a podcast. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. And see you guys next week. Ciao.
À la semaine prochaine. Bisous.
Bisous.